And welcome. From our Dual City studios in Texas, USA, it is the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Just ahead, Jerry Emmons with the Emmons Autoplex in Webster, Texas, USA. Plus, Jeff has a police car beauty contest.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll never guess what state owns it. And Mr. Mars has the Houston Heat Beat in this week's Driving Destinations. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. There he is. We always need more Jeff Seekin.
There I am.
I'm not Don Armstrong. You just thought I was. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. It's hot down here in Texas.
Yep.
Supposed to be up close to 100 degrees this coming week. And we're just going to be hydrating. We'll be hydrating.
I'm going to be sitting on the porch making some moonshine. Yeah.
Really?
No.
And I'll be your quality control.
There you go.
I wouldn't even know how to begin to make moonshine. I've seen the show.
You need a bathtub.
And you need some of that Bucky's deer corn.
Oh, yeah.
See, over in here, we've kind of upgraded. We go to the liquor store and buy the bottle that says moonshine on it.
That's right. There is some now, I guess.
Don't deal with the middleman, Mike.
Yeah, we just cut all that out.
What would happen if you actually used deer corn?
I don't know, but I do know people that make moonshine.
There we
you
go.
Can make it. You can't. There's rules and regulations, I'm sure, but I know a couple of guys that make it, and I don't drink it. I've tasted it.
You make too much, the revenuers be after you.
Revenuers.
Yeah, there's that. Do we have our guest, Mike?
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Webster, Texas, there he is, Mr. GQ himself.
He kind of looks like a revenuer.
A revenuer. It's Jerry Evans. Look at you, bud.
Hey guys, how are you? Happy Saturday, man. Let's sell some cars.
Happy Saturday to you. How are things in the car business?
It's actually pretty good. I mean, the last probably month has been a little slower, but from like the first and second quarter compared to last year, we're up 4%. So we wish that number was a little bit better, but we're gonna.
Up is always good.
Yep.
Up is always good. Right.
Well, I have to say to you that there are lots of used car lots across America and in Houston, Texas. But I have to say, you have probably one of the prettiest used car dealerships.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Yeah, it's a nice place. First class operation all the way. Of course, I wouldn't expect anything less from you, sir. But it is a first class operation. And David Ainsley is a huge fan. I think he's bought a half a dozen cars from you. Mm-hmm. And I guess that one of the things is that once you go to the Emmons brothers,
yep.
you'll never go anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, my granddaughter bought one too.
I sure hope so. I don't know, but we try to make every experience the only one you want to have, from that point moving forward.
Yeah,
and it's a challenge every day, right? I mean, you're in the car business, right? So you don't necessarily have the industry as a whole. And there are a lot of good car dealers, and there are some bad ones. So,
yep,
we try to change the industry. Yeah.
Well,
retail customers are another thing, though.
Well, that's true. But this is a business that your dad started.
Absolutely. 1972, him and a very good friend of ours, Mike Trumbull. It's a great story. I'll have to tell you guys the next time I'm on.
Can you make it short and tell us?
Yeah. So Mike Trumbull it was called T&E Used Cars back in the day, right? So it was Trumbull and Emmons. So Mike Trumbull and my father worked at a company called Brown and Root. So Mike Trumbull was the boss, right? The foreman. So he would clock my dad in at Brown and Root, and then my dad would go run the car lot during the week.
Good story. I like it.
Teamwork.
I like it. Yeah.
True story, man. It's really good.
Success.
So we really enjoy, and this is all we've ever done. When I was a little kid, we started washing cars, and we were making 25 cents a day and free hamburger, and then we thought we were rolling. So,
yeah.
And actually, it's kind of a funny story. So, as the years went on and my brothers and I graduated school, my dad and Mr. Trumbull, went their separate ways. They were both, still in the car business. And I remember I won the U.S. Nationals, which is for the NHRA drag racing world. That's like the Indianapolis 500. So I won that race when I was 21 years old. I was washing cars, selling cars, light mechanic work, whatever. We still had people that would do mechanic work, but I was doing jack of all trades, everything at my dad's car line. And when I won This is going to sound so bad, but I don't want this to sound as bad as it's going to sound. So when I won, I told my dad and I we were all going home from the U.S. Nationals, and I'd won that day or that weekend. And I put my arm around my dad as I'm driving the truck, and I said, "Pops, my days of washing cars are over. I'm the U.S. Nationals champion." And we laugh about that, right? But that was the last time. I mean, I've washed a car every now and then, but that's when we kind of like changed, right? We started, okay, we're going to race a lot. We're going to really make ourselves known in the car business. So every year we just try to make good strides. You want to do good business. So if you do good business, you guys know, if you do good business, it should take care of itself.
Well, people come back. If they have a great experience, they're going to come back to you. If they don't have a great experience, they ain't coming back.
And so I think that 10 of their friends.
The fact that, you guys have been in business as long as you have speaks volumes about the way that you conduct business there. And you obviously are very competitive on the used car lot across the Houston and across the United States. You can't compete unless you compete price-wise as well.
Absolutely. So I was just doing a little bit of research before I went on. So our average car to market, so the average length of time a car is online before it sells is 39 days. So when it's online with photos, on the average, it takes 39 days for us to sell it. So that I hope that can kind of give you some insight on how aggressive our pricing structure is. Because we want to, it doesn't matter. Like, for example, we had a very nice young lady come in. I said young lady. She was 59 years old. It was the first time she had purchased a car since she was 18 years old. And she's going through a change of life, unfortunately. And man, I really felt for her. So she was referred to us by a friend of ours. And it felt really good to know, because I could tell the man, it gets me choked up thinking about it. I could tell the worried look she had on her face about not, are we going to push her into something? Because she didn't know who we were. Are we going to push her into something? Are we that car guy that's going to push her into something that she may not want? But as long as it fits the bill, fits her monthly payment, what she was trying to do. And we're not like that. We want to make sure that she's happy. And when I told her, I said, look, I don't want you to feel like you have to purchase today. I want you to go home and think about it. But I think this is the best option for you. She drove it. She loved it. We talked about the numbers. And she ended up buying the car yesterday. So
that's awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, it speaks volumes for you and your family. I met Jerry and the boys on the drag racing circuit back when I was doing David Powers marketing and PR, and that's where I met Dale Hultquist and, of course, Stan Holt. Oh, and so there's there's this circle of people that you trust. And they become your extended family. I know that I could come to you and say, Jerry, I only have this much money to spend, but I need a car that I can depend on. You're going to say, Don, spend the extra $5 and get that one as opposed to that one over there. They're both on the same lot. They're both being sold by you. They got the same, Emmons guarantee, if you will, behind it. But you tell me that I can go and buy this car and it's going to be a better buy for me. I'm going to trust you to do that. And I think that speaks volumes for you and the boys.
Well, thank you so much for saying that. We're here every day unless we're off racing, but we always try to improve the experience. And the most important thing is, like, when you go home, I don't want that person to go home and when they lay in bed at night, put that on the pillow and they're thinking about, man, did I really get a good deal?
Yeah, because buyer's remorse.
You do get a good deal.
Yeah.
And you're buying quality that I feel like is unmatched. I may be a little biased, but I feel like our quality is at a top tier. I know our pricing structure is exactly what it needs to be. We're the lowest price within 300 miles. We really try to make sure that when you leave and you're having a conversation with Billy Bob or you're having a beer with someone or you're sitting down having lunch or dinner and you're talking about the purchase you just made, I want that conversation to turn into maybe a possible, hey, you know what? When I need a car, I'm gonna go check out Emmons. That's what we hope to do.
Let's change gears here for just a second and talk about what's selling on the car lot these days. What's your number one seller?
Right now, like the last 30, probably 45 days, anything, of course, Toyota, but anything Toyota. We sold a lot of Toyota Camrys and a lot of Toyota Tacoma pickup trucks. Now, they always sell, but for some reason, it seems like everything that keeps going through is a Toyota Tacoma, Toyota Sequoia is a very hot seller.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
That thing is huge and gets terrible gas mileage, but you're going to buy it anyway.
But
Yeah.
they drive great.
Well,
Oh,
they
yeah.
do, and they got a great interior.
Here's something we've been bantering back on the show. I don't know if you've been watching, but Don is actually considering another vehicle besides the Corvette. So he might be interested.
Don't. Yeah. Do you want?
Mike,
shall we
is
go
that
there?
Mike? Is that true? He's been talking about
Yeah,
it.
I have.
Yeah.
So it's a 2001 black on black Corvette, the 36,000 miles on. It's a 6-speed manual transmission. Actually, I bought the car from Greg Enders, who I'm sure that you know very well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and you probably have seen the car at
Yeah, he
one
won't
point
touch
in
it
your
now.
life.
He knows where it came from.
Yeah.
So you're the one who bought it. You're the one that bought it out from under me.
Did I really?
You wanted
no,
back?
I did not.
Him and I were talking. How long have you owned that car? 3 years?
How many? No, I bought that car in 2017.
Oh, okay. It's been a little bit longer. Okay.
Yeah. So you want it back, Jerry? You want the car back?
Well, he was showing me a Corvette at one time. I can't remember. It's been 3 or 5 years ago. But
Yeah.
that you've owned that one since 17.
Yeah.
I think it's time for you to trade it in. That's what
That's what I'm
I do
thinking.
too,
Yep.
and I have to confess to you on the air in front of the millions of people that are watching right now.
There's about 8.
that I've actually kind of been leaning toward looking at a Cadillac 4-door sedan.
Great
Pre-owned.
choice. I think you need the V series, so that way you don't miss the performance.
No,
of the
Jerry,
series.
no. Hell no.
No, not only a V, but a black wing.
No, I
There
don't
we go.
need it.
Yes,
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah,
I
and I
agree.
know that if you don't have one on the lot, you can find
Oh,
me
he'll
one.
he'll come up with. He'll make it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you do that, don't you? I mean, if somebody
Yeah,
comes in and you
absolutely.
don't
Yeah,
have
people all
something on
the
the lot
time.
that they want, yeah, you'll
Yep.
find it.
Absolutely.
How
So
long
we're-
does it usually take you to find something like that? A week?
Maybe 2 weeks max, I think,
Yeah.
because there's 4 brothers total, so we're spread out from buying. We buy a little bit in Florida, but mainly it's from the Texas all the way to the West Coast, right? So rust free kind of thing. But generally, it takes no more than 2 weeks to find what you're looking
Okay, so today's the 18th, so we'll hear from you back in a couple of weeks.
I'm
got
not
it.
ready. I'm not ready quite yet. But I every
creating
once in
a
a
wish
while,
list right now.
every once in a while, that left clutch knee says, you need to start looking at something else, brother.
for. Don, don't let the old man in, right?
Well, good point. But you know what? Dale Hultquist has taught me these things, and so I'm just kind of passing it along.
There's
I love
somebody.
you. Absolutely.
You take our advice from Dale.
So as far as SUV, of course, SUVs, it's the big thing. That's the big seller. Everybody wants an SUV, and I am driving currently a new 2026 Lexus IS 350 F Sport. And let me tell you something. That is one sweet ride. And I am very critical of used new cars.
It's a two-seater.
Pardon me?
A two-seater?
It's not a 2-seater. It's a four. It's a
Okay.
4-seater. It's a 4-door. But boy, is that thing sweet! It just. If I could afford it, it's $60,000. If I could afford it, I'd buy it. But it's a little bit out of my price range.
You only live once.
I knew you'd say
Easy.
something.
Got easy terms.
Easy terms.
That's right.
That's it. And speaking of that, so do you guys have? Can you get me financed?
We're set up with lenders that obviously people with good credit can easily can get financed here at the credit union. We're offering we have very competitive rates, and we can do. We even are able. We just hooked up with another company that can do a little bit of subprime financing. So, but we have a good set of finance crew. We have good guys that are always in touch with the banks. And we have a good pulse on what we can do with people. And we're buying the right inventory to get those financed as well.
Right. And what is the main year models of cars that you have on the lot, the ones that sell the most?
Well, I think for us, it's just about price point, right? But we like to have, anything 5 years older is like for 2020, I think is good. But we don't let that keep us from buying a low mileage 2010, 2008
Right.
Camry or a pickup truck, something like that.
Something
Yeah.
special.
But we like to have, a good selection of 2020 and above.
How many cars do you have on the lot right now?
Currently, we're at 770, and we're it's just always a trouble. We're trying to get them online, right? So We have, I think, 770, so 601 is what we have online.
So
Currently.
what you're telling me is that you're buying acreage all around the Emmons dealership.
I need some InWheelTime money. We can keep expanding.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
No.
So
okay?
out of those 660, how many are Cadillacs?
Oh gosh, that's I bet there's at least 20.
I'm still poking the bear.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Because I mean, I think that my next car is probably going to be an Emmons car,
Oh, I
and
hope so.
and my vision is something about 5 years old or so, fairly low mileage, but not crazy low mileage, because I don't want to pay the upcharge for some car that's only got 20,000 miles, and Aunt Mary drove it for 5 years going back and forth to church. That'd be great, but I don't have to have that. I want something that's reliable, that's clean, that's been treated right, hasn't been wrecked. Speaking of wrecked, we had a long conversation with our buddy Patrick up there at Carfax, and I assume that your cars come with a Carfax.
Every car comes with a Carfax. That's correct.
I think that's a great thing.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, that's
Back
good.
in the day, like when I was a kid washing cars for my dad at the car lot. So our go-to find would be you would run to the glove box and open it, and you'd have a stack of receipts, right? Where they have oil change receipts.
Yep.
But in today's world, you don't see much of that. You mainly see you have to rely on the Carfax, and it's really good to see how the inner rules of the oil changes.
Absolutely.
It's really a nice, clean.
When you guys go out and buy those cars, do they look at that? Do they know that?
Absolutely. Well, we're the only buyers. We don't have outside buyers. It's just my brothers and I. And we run a Carfax on every car before we purchase it.
Got it. Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
before we-
as always, it's great to talk to you, and we thank you, and we love our relationship with you guys down there. And how's the racing doing?
It's really good. So we've only been to 4 races, but NHRA's been doing a thing called double events. So you run 2 events in one weekend. So we've only been to 4 races, and things are going really good. We started up very heavily the week before the U.S. Nationals. We're going to go to a Lucas Oil Divisional, and then also it's called the Sports Nationals. And that's what that is. That's a national event, but without the pros, like without the John Force, but no
Yeah,
top
the big
four.
boys.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
big teams.
So
Your audio has gone to hell, I have to tell you that.
Yeah, we need to, but we do need to get back with you and talk drag racing because there's a lot more stuff. I got lots of questions.
Yeah,
So-
and so,
Okay,
so
yeah.
let's schedule that. Are you going to be available in the next month?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All
So
right.
I'm-
Well, Mike's going to get a hold of you and guide you in audio technology.
Yeah, something it's just fading out here.
Oh,
So,
really?
okay.
Probably that $high $dollar microphone you got there.
Yeah.
I just bought it, and I spent all night testing it. So I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
well,
it
that's
started
the
out
Yeah,
good.
that's it.
Don't worry, Jerry.
We love you,
Sounds good.
Jerry Emmons. You take care, brother.
Thank you.
God.
It's always fun to talk
he's
to them.
Yeah, my
always
drag
great.
racing friends, I'll tell you what, there's that. Hey, just ahead in Jeff's Car Culture, Police Car Beauty Contest, and Mars has Driving the Houston Heat Beat. When the InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues after this, stay with us.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla. Eats pretty good. Apple or Android, InWheelTime Podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and searching for a fun car talk show, give InWheelTime a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture, Mike's Driving Destinations, all on InWheelTime. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, so check us out.
Join us 10 to noon Central Time every Saturday for our live show about all things automotive. It's a fun ride, and it's available on many podcast sources. Grab one that piques your interest. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture, American Police Car Beauty.
Okay, here we go, Michael. So each year, state troopers from across the nation compete to see which has the prettiest police car. Well, the American Association of State Troopers, which is called the AAST, announced the results of the 13th annual Best Looking Cruiser contest after more than 360,000 votes poured in from supporters around the country. Go, Mike. So that right there, I don't have any specifics on the cars, or because there's a lot of them. Obviously, there's a whole bunch, but I'm going to give you the history and the way they break
And
this
Mississippi.
down. It looks like Mississippi because it's got a Mississippi map on
Logo.
the state. Yeah, there you go. So over the past 3 years, Florida's become the top cat or the top car for the past, 3 years. This year it appeared, though, as a streak would end. But the late in the game, the Sunshine State stormed back to a fourth consecutive
Are we on the
victory.
wrong one, Mike?
No, I just know. We're going to go through
All
these.
right.
Yeah, I'm just showing you what the other cars look like. We don't get down to the nitty-gritty till the end. So
All right.
Michigan spent much of the competition in first place, but Florida Highway Patrol's communication team mounted a late push that ultimately propelled the state's black and tan Mustang to win. That's not it. That's not a Mustang. But the Troopers Association has some fun with the dramatic finish, joking that it must be hunting season in Florida because they managed to shoot down the Blue Goose, which is referring to the Michigan State Police car. It's also equipped by hanging chads or late-night ballot dumps from Florida, emphasizing the good-natured ribbing as part of the contest's friendly rivalry. Well, Florida finished with 52,249 votes, well ahead of Michigan's 37,654 once the polls were closed. Georgia secured third place with 34,000 plus, followed by Ohio, Kentucky to round out the top five. Overall, 360 plus thousand votes were cast along all participating states. Oregon received the least with just 185. So that right there, shot, is the Michigan car. That's the what they call the Blue Goose. And I think if you look on that boat, I think that's David Ainsley floating by on that boat back there.
No, the sky's too clear. It's all smoky
Well,
up
it
there
kinda
where
looks
he
smoky.
is.
And then the victory means Florida will once again receive the Best Looking Cruiser Award. There's Florida. And the winning photo will appear on the
Well,
cover
hell,
of
they're
the
Mustangs
2026
and Camaros.
Yeah, best wall that in Chargers. So the Troopers Wall Calendar, sales of the calendar support the American Association of State Troopers Foundation, which awards educational scholarships to the dependents of the troopers. Now, I've got the list right here. So Florida and Michigan is first and second. Georgia was third. Ohio was fourth. Texas came in ninth with 11,164 votes. So good. We made a top 10, which is good. But Michigan and
We need to do better.
Florida battle it out. Well, we need.
But you know what?
We need the sergeant to get out there.
Woodard.
It's all. Well, I know. We need Woodard to be our spokesperson.
He got a new car too. He showed it to us the last time.
Yeah,
he
as a
was
matter of
on.
fact, I saw a brand new State Trooper SUV. Whew.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
So maybe next year we'll get him next year.
I want to know how much
Gotta
they
do better.
cost.
A trooper car?
A lot.
Well, I think it's all the add-ons because there
Well,
was
it is.
There was a dealership when I worked for ATD. There was a dealership in South Texas that did the Border Patrol vehicles, and they put the radios and the gun racks and all the stuff
Yeah.
in them, the stickers and all that. And that was a process. You had to be licensed through the state to work on those particular vehicles for the state, the vehicles in the dealership. So there's a little bit of regulation to go on with that, but I'm sure they're expensive, and it's all the add-ons.
Mr. Mars has 4 minutes to complete his driving destination: the Houston Heat and the driving beat. Go, Mike.
Where am I?
It's Beat the Heat Drive. So coming up here, summer's coming up. It's going to be plenty hot. So we got a few things you can do. Number one, you can head off to the Bluebell Creameries. And this is about 75 miles from Houston. Summer, ice cream go together. Bluebell Creameries Visitor Center in Brenham is a great road trip. You can tour the facility, you can tour their museum, and you can also try out some of their different flavors of their ice cream. Then if that's not what you're looking for, number 2, go to the Bryan Museum down in Galveston. Now, this is fairly new. It opened in 2015, and it's in the old historic Galveston Orphans Home. Now, if the beach is too hot, this is where you want to go because it's all inside, air conditioned. There's over 70,000 artifacts from the American West and Texas to go in and look at, restored galleries, interactive exhibits, and it's all air conditioned. And it's nice to go along the Galveston seawall to kind of make your way back to Houston whenever you do that. Number 3, a lot of people know it. We've been there a couple of times, the Lone Star Flight Museum in Houston. Now, there are 24 historical aircraft here, and kids are fascinated by airplanes. We are fascinated by airplanes. So this is a great museum to go visit. Ellington Airport used to be down in Galveston until Hurricane Ike came in and forced them to make a move. But they've got historic aircraft, they got interactive flight simulators, and they got a lot of aviation history from World War II through the space age. Now, number 4, Brazos Bend State Park Nature Center. This is up in Needville. This is 4,897 acres. You don't really want to go out midday walking around, but they do have the George Observatory Visitor Center that I didn't know existed. Now, this provides a cool introduction to the wildlife and the ecosystems of Brazos Bend State Park. You get there early, get a little bit of shade, do a short walk around the alligators, and then go inside and check out all the exhibits that you got. Take a picnic, and you've got a full day of a family trip there. Then I wanted to bring up, that's with a family. Now, if you got your car and you want to go on a road trip, so you need a road to go drive on. So FM 149 in Montgomery to Anderson through the Sam Houston National Forest. Now, this is 48.3 miles, so it's not real long. Down Highway 149 goes through the towering pines of the Sam Houston National Forest, and you goes off to, you got beautiful old historical courthouses on either end of it that you can go in and visit. I've been to the Anderson a couple of times. And it's a great, nice drive after you've been with the family all day and you just want to sneak out for a quick drive. Tackle this one. So that's a few things you can do out of Houston to beat some of the summer heat coming up.
So I have to ask you, Jeff and I were just sitting here looking at that courthouse thing, and you said you've been there several times. Were you in handcuffs?
Yeah, was it for a misdemeanor or?
No.
Driving?
It was actually on doing some family research, actually up in Anderson County.
So you're visiting an inmate.
Yes, it was a very distant cousin.
The question I have, you said you walk along the alligators. A short walk with
along
the
near the alligators, you can see the alligators.
Short walk. Okay, it's gonna be, you're gonna have to run real fast.
Well, you don't want to get that close.
Have you ever been there?
No, I never have.
You know, it's right down the street from where we are, and I will tell you that I have been there, and there is a lookout over a swamp, and you cannot believe the number of alligators that you can see
walk
out
across
there.
on alligator.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to take a small dog, and you don't want to take children off the leash, because those things are faster than you think they
take
are.
a mother-in-law out there.
Yeah, well, there's that. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Thank you, sir. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show will continue right after this quick break. Stay with us.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla. Eats pretty good. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show thanks you for 15 wonderful years. Yep, our first show aired May 7th, 2011 on a local radio station. Then it was a move to the digital world and social media, and you followed. Thank you. We continue to build and grow our fan base, and it's all because of you and your auto enthusiast friends. We appreciate your support. It's always great to see you at our remote broadcast, too, and we hope you'll continue to stop by and say hello. It's been a great ride, and we hope to bring you more fun and adventure right here on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.